Today, from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. Jameis Winston and the New Orleans Saints versus Jimmy Garoppolo and the Los Angeles Rams.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe.
Here we go. What do you need? 52's the mic. Pick me up. Here we go. 52's the mic, boys. 52.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Tight. Watch left.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
4 down. Even.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He's got this to the tight end, Hopkins.
Garoppolo.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Not the best to start here. We know they're on a 2-game skid. 3 and out. That's not what they had drawn up.
Not even close, and now what you're asking your defense to do is pick you up. And they've had to do that, I'm sure, during this losing streak. Hopefully you've got one of those confident defenses that says, we'll take care of that. Hopefully you'll get back on track soon.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick back in 2015 out of Florida State, Jameis Winston.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 14 carries, 71 yards, and a touchdown.
But he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
Alvin Kamara, the ball carrier.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
9-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Taylor Rapp.
Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Alvin Kamara.
A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Working out of the gun, Winston. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And now it's 2nd down.
He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
From the gun, Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 40.
They'll throw again. Winston. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Another Saints 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
From the red zone now, Winston. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
To the air again with Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by his former FSU teammate Jalen Ramsey. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Bill Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
And the Rams.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's complete to the tight end Hopkins. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
16 yards. 1st down, Rams.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll toss this out right for Connor. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of them.
And Winston lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Come on, man.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. 3-0 after one on EA Sports.
3rd and long.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods.
Garoppolo's pass.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
6. Saints,
no problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
At the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
A good running there by Kamara on 1st down as he takes this ahead for a gain of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Alvin Kamara. That's good.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And he's got this down to the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
That's another Saints 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Jameis to throw it. This is complete to Michael Thomas.
Winston's
not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
At the Rams.
Smith catches left side. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Intended for Michael Thomas.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
4th down, Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints, if they convert the extra point, they'll have the lead.
Point conversion.
Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
7-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Bryson Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
It's third down and 8 yards to go.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. He'll start with a give to Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now it's Swift. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be a 2nd and long. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10. The drive will start with Connor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. To throw is Garoppolo. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Complete.
15 yards on the play. 1st down.
15. 1st down, Rams.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Watch the
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And to the right side here, it's Allen.
Go ahead.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Right back to him for 10 more and a 1st.
And a Rams 1st down.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. And he's going to go down again. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes Michael Thomas and the rest of the Saints offense. Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball, all right? When guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, they're going, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them. They get scouting reports. They start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
That's a good call because he's a known entity. See how they defend him going forward. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jameis again. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, but it's going to be 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Winston. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Double tight, guys, double tight. We got 4. We got 4.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So here are the Saints to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And this is taking him one-handed. What a catch. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
That's good for us.
We know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
Holding offense.
Cannot do that.
Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game.
Winston's pass.
No gain, and it's second down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
On the play.
Throwing on second and long. Winston.
43-yard line.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll throw again. Winston. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough, and it'll be fourth down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on down. So good field position for the Rams as they come up first and 10 at their own 44. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
A quick pass to Cup.
Garoppolo's pass.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice turn.
Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Marcus Davenport picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Yeah, call it 30. Eight yards on the punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. Now, this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
That's good.
A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 50.
Winston now from the 50. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A gain of 32 that time. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. And his pass incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Tight down. There you go.
To the air again with Winston. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Bring it. Bring it.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Allen has it, left side. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
52's the mic. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here.
They give it off here to the tight end. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Saints.
This is too easy right here.
And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown.
Saints.
We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They begin on the ground here with Connor. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3rd down and 11.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods.
Garoppolo.
And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. He's back to throw here to start the drive. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Joe Mixon, the ball carrier.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
9-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now Joe Mixon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Hey, 5 on the 50.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Down at the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
They run it again with Kamara. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamp. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. One more time with Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. DeAndre Swift, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the 1st down sack. Garoppolo. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for Keenan.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Escapes the defender. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
At the 35-yard line.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Defense.
Hey, y'all, what?
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
8-yard line.
Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans.
Touchdown.
3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
Big stop, let's go. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, defense.
Garoppolo on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Garoppolo.
Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Coverage by Keanu Neal.
Now Garoppolo. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. He's at the 40. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Garoppolo's pass.
A big play there for L.A. 45 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Garoppolo's pass.
They were trying to go back to Allen there, and it's second down.
Marshawn Lattimore there defensively.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete.
Garoppolo.
11 yards there, first down.
To Keenan Allen. A gain of 11 on the play. First down.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Looking for Allen, he's got him on the slant. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Keenan Allen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are in for 6. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now we'll see what Michael Thomas and the rest of the offense has in store here. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Winston here to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what'll be an important 3rd down. Jameis again. Open man is Michael Thomas.
Michael.
That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
57.
From the gun, Winston. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Another Saints.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Again, it's Winston. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Looking to go back to Thomas again, but it'll be 2nd and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Winston sacked.
Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout.
It's a loss of 4.
It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Michael Thomas.
And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Out of bounds at the 31-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to the tight end, Hopkins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And a Rams first down.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. But it'll be second down. One final try now for Garoppolo. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Today's final scores.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and